Hi guys, this is an unexpected video. I didn't have plans to make this, but I wanted to share it with you because it's somewhat urgent because there are WordPress hacks going on right now. Basically, and this is breaking news, so I'm going to tell you what it's all about, and then I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to prevent your site from getting hacked, assuming that you have a WordPress site. This is only for people that have WordPress websites. So we know WordPress is great for small businesses because you can easily get in there and change things, but and it's also great for SEO. It works very well for SEO, makes things a lot easier that way. But when you first install WordPress, there are some security holes that need to be addressed. And most people, especially if they installed their own WordPress, do not know about this stuff. So first of all, let's talk about what's going on. So there are these programs called botnets, and this is big news. You can Google it and see all kinds of stuff about it. What they're doing is they're going around and hacking hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of WordPress websites. Why are they doing this? Well, what they're trying to do is get a network of websites together so they can do even bigger hacks on websites like for banks and stuff like that. So basically, instead of hacking from one specific location, if they've got millions of websites in their network, they can hack from millions of locations at the same time. So they'll basically turn your website into a hacking machine for them, to work for them. You don't want this to happen. This can really ruin your business, especially if you're dependent on your website to get leads. So what do we do to protect ourselves? What I've done here is I have just did a fresh install of WordPress. This is what WordPress looks like when you first install it, so that I can just show you what you need to do. The first thing is when you log into the dashboard, it's possible that your username is admin. Whenever you install a new WordPress site, it's automatically set up as admin. You do not want your username to be admin. That way they already have half of the puzzle solved that way. Now all they need to do is guess your password. And when they're hacking your site, they're using thousands of combinations of usernames and passwords every second. So this is not one person that's going around and typing stuff in. No, these are robots. This is software that does all of this. So this stuff is very important. Just because you're a small business doesn't mean you're safe. Doesn't mean they won't try to attack you. You are the type of people that they are going for. Your site is the type of site that they want to hack into because it's so much easier. But we can set it up so that it will not be easy for them. So first thing you do is you go to the users and you click on the users tab here. And you can see it set up as admin. That's exactly what we don't want. So the first thing we do is we go add new. And I'm going to set up a new username. It can be your name. It can be something else. You know, you can be as tricky as you want. They do require an email, the password. Okay, so now we've went ahead and created a new user. Now what I want to do is I have to log out. So I'm going to come up here, click on log out. This time I'm going to log in under the new user that I just created. Okay, and then what I want to do is go back to the users. Now that I'm logged in under Joe Burnich here, I can delete the admin. Admin is gone. There's no way they can hack into you using that username admin now. So that's the first thing that we need to do. The second thing we need to do is we need to install a plugin, and it's called Login Lockdown. So we go to Plugins, we go to Add New, we search for Login Lockdown. Login Lockdown is the first one that shows up. You want to click on Install Now. Are you sure? Yes. And then we want to activate the plugin. Okay, now it's active. So what happens is if they try to log in more than 5 times, it will lock them out. So that one's a big one. That'll help you out a lot. Okay, third thing you want to do is you want to back up your website. in order to back up your website, you need to get a hold of your host. So if you're with GoDaddy, call GoDaddy. If you're with HostGator, call HostGator. Call them up, say, how do I back up my website? Back it up to your hard drive. Back it up to a CD-ROM. If you have some kind of off-site storage, you can back it up there. You just want to have a copy of it in case you do get hacked. You'll be able to delete your hacked website and reinstall your new one. Very important. All of my clients are backed up on a weekly basis automatically, so they don't have to worry about this stuff. Now, next thing I want to do is make sure that my password does not have any dictionary words in it or anything really easy like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the easiest stuff for these hackers to get into. So you go to users again. I'm going to go edit Joe Burnich. Now right now my password is set up as the word password 123. Bad idea. You go down to here where it says new password and you type in 8 characters, throw some symbols in there, throw some capitals and some numbers. Obviously write this down so you remember it. And then when you update it, now you're safe from that. Okay. The fifth thing is, if you're on a shared server, which most small businesses are, even if they don't know it, that means that once these botnets start attacking all these WordPress sites, it's going to tax the processor on the server and slow everybody down. So if you can possibly get onto a shared server, then you will not be affected by these slowdowns. Definitely more expensive. If you did want to go with my hosting plan, it's $14 a month and you are on a dedicated server. You will not be affected by this stuff. Those are the 5 things you need to worry about as far as protecting yourself. If you're one of my current clients, you don't need to worry about any of this. I've done this stuff a long time ago. This is just basic WordPress security stuff. But if you don't do this, you have a very good chance of getting hacked with all this new stuff that's going on.